like love attention to me, who obviously doesn't. So. Yeah, so I've been coming to open mic since I first got here, and I got up one day on the first time around and was like, I'm just gonna tell a story. I'm just gonna like take hold of a mic for 10 minutes and just keep talking until someone stops me. And turns out I guess I'm a little bit funny. So on the way out, I was trying to decide like what kind of story I'd like to tell. And I got it up here. And in order to really appreciate it, you have to know 3 things about me. So first, my name is Tyler. Second, I'm from St. Louis. And third, before I came here, I used to sell tickets. So we're gonna go over that one more time. Say it with me. My name is
Tyler.
I'm from
St. Louis.
And I used to sell
tickets.
Perfect. Okay, so I came to Kalani. Let me back up one more time. So I was selling my tickets and like hating my life, and I was on the internet, as that's where you go to figure that out. And I found this magical place called Kalani, and it just like doesn't sound real, right? You're like, oh great, like I get to take all the yoga I want, and I'm gonna pay, and I'm gonna live there in a tent, and I'm gonna pay, and I'm gonna work, and it's gonna be great. And I was like, that sounds awesome, but also like I'm gonna get thrown out to sea. So I started Googling, and I was like, Kalani reviews, and I found this blog. And it is by Chef Ted. And if you don't know Chef Ted, you just have to just imagine like the most wizened like person you've ever met. Like these like long-winded stories of like tales of the South, and just like this deep depth of like knowledge, but like he's also sardonic and like gives no fucks at all. Right? So he writes this blog, and like I find myself selling tickets, and in between and sometimes on the phone I'm like reading this blog, and I like got obsessed with it, and I read all the way to the beginning. And so I applied to Kalani, and I put on there that I had found it through Chef Ted's blog. And so then at the Monday morning meeting, when they're trying to pick buddies who will help integrate me into Kalani, some random person just volunteered after they said, and she read Chef Ted's blog. And then peer pressure took over, and everyone was like, Ted, I know you've never had a buddy in 2.5 years, but you have to be this girl's buddy. And Ted was like, all right. So I arrive at Kalani, and Ted is graciously agreed, and he shows up. Well, I meet him on the lanai, and he's like, I think we're gonna go on an adventure. You meet me at the lanai at like 10:30 tomorrow, we'll do something. How's that sound? And I said, great, awesome, I'm so excited. And I show up, and I have like no idea what to wear. I'm from
St. Louis.
Good job. And I showed up in like tennis shoes, a hat, a swimsuit top, a see-through shirt, and like running pants. And I got to the lanai, and I'm like, I'm ready to go. And like Ted is wearing like Crocs and cargo pants and like a button-down shirt. And this other girl who's apparently going with us, Lori, is wearing like literally like Old Navy flip-flops and like a dress. And I was like, I'm gonna go change my clothes. And like I didn't. I put on sandals, which were like I had gotten them out of the free box, and they were Adidas, and they had like a strap over the ankle or over the top of the foot. They were like literally the worst shoes I could have ever worn on what we were about to do, but whatever. And so we get in the car, and I still didn't know where we're going. I'm getting in a car with this stranger and this other woman, and we're just like gonna go drive around, whatever. We get in the car. Turns out we're going to the lava field to go to Coconut Beach and the lava tube. just marry on that, right? Like, what? So we get out of the car, and Ted is like giving like us, tales about lava. And we're walking, and we're walking, and we're walking, and we're walking. And this is my second day at Kalani, so I still have like Norwegian princess skin. Like I'm so white, I'm practically clear. Like you can see through me. And like it's just baking. And like, I'm not a super active person, right? And so then we're hiking over lava, and I'm not wearing real shoes. And so like, and I don't know if anybody's heard about this, like heard this about me, but like I used to fall a lot, right? We're on the lava, and I'm like, and like Ted's like, yeah, this is called a lava, and geology, I'm Chef Ted. And like, I'm just trying not to fall. Like, what is happening? So then lava field, and then I decided to ask this pivotal question: where are we going? Because I didn't want to seem uncool. Because you have to understand, once you've read the entirety of someone's blog, like, if you've never met them, like, they are a celebrity. Okay, so like, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but like, I was weirdly starstruck by Chef Ted. So we're walking across the lava, and he's like telling me stories, and I'm like telling myself like not to cut him off. I'm like, I know, I read it in your blog. Like, and I did do that a couple times. I was like, yeah, I remember I read that on your blog. It was really great when you said this, 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 and he was like. It was awkward. So if I don't like get all the way over to that part, you have to like climb up the side of a cliff. You have to like rappel yourself up. And keep in mind, I'm wearing a swimsuit top. Not gonna work. And so we're like rappelling up, and we get in there, and we like mosey on, and Chef is like, we're looking for a hole in the ground. It might be this one. That doesn't look right. He goes, oh no, it's this one. I don't like lava tubes, I'm not going in, but y'all have a good time. What? So me and this woman that I have never met, who is not a celebrity, are about to like climb into a hole in the ground that Chef Ted tells me will lead me somewhere cool, but he doesn't really know because 10 seconds ago he was like, it might be this one. Like, where are we going? And like, still to this point, no one has answered that question. Like, what's a lava tube? So we fucking climb in, and I don't have it. What's a headlamp? I didn't have a headlamp. No one told me to bring that on our adventure. The most ambiguous word in the world, by the way. Adventure! I've had adventures to the Seaview lawn, okay? Like, adventure. So we like climb down there, and I've got like my iPhone light, and a swimsuit top. Not shoes. Propensity for falling. Okay? Propensity for falling. I brought that with me. Alright, so, and then we get all the way through this fucking lava tube. And we get to the end. I did not fall. It was a little traumatic, it's fine. Did a yoga pose, posted on Instagram. It was the last picture I posted in 8 months. And we got a million in Hawaii. Like, what? And then we like hike back out, and we do the whole thing, and Chef Ted continues to be the coolest person I've ever met. And then we go to Lukine's, and we have what might possibly be like the weirdest lunch of my entire life. Where Chef Ted just like talks about himself, and like Lori is there, and like she may not have had a crush on him. She's like leaning on him, but she might have also just been tired because of this like massive high. And like I'm across the table from them, and let's like they're on a date and I'm not. And then every time I went to Lukine's, the entire time I was here, I always went with 2 other people, and they always sat next to each other, and I sat across from them. Literally every time. You can ask Tiffany and Tina; they were one of the groups. Anne and CJ were the other. I consider both of those adventures. I do. So. We have lunch with the Keens, and then we like drive around like roads I have never been on again. Like I'm pretty sure Chef Ted invented them. Like he like magicianed them, and then they disappeared. And then we get back, and everything was great. I did not talk to Chef Ted. This was on a Wednesday. I did not talk to him again. On Monday morning, they were like, "Go stay with your buddy," and I was like, "Chef Ted doesn't come to meetings. He wasn't there." So they're like, "If he doesn't come, the volunteer office will introduce you." And I'm like, "Okay, thank God." Phew. Because like I'm not gonna not stand up and have people look at me. And he shows up, like literally in the nick of time. He appeared out of nowhere, like I literally don't know where he came from. And he pops in, and he's got his leg, literally as they're like looking at me, like, is anyone gonna introduce you? And he's like, hey everybody, this is Lucy from St. Louis. She works for a credit card company. That Ted was like a Taylor Swift level celebrity for me, but like maybe like a Ryan Seacrest, like a low level exciting, no matter what. Not like super, but like I was pumped, and I was like, oh God, that's so disappointing. Like he doesn't remember my name. It's fine, whatever. And then I was Lucy for a while, and that was fun because there was a boy named Taylor who also worked in housekeeping who was from England, and so it was like, oh Taylor and Tyler, and like people like could not figure out what our names were. So that was hard. So I was Lucy for a while. And then, whatever, now I'm Tyler again. And then we like moseyed through life, whatever. And right before I left in September, he came up to me one day and goes, have you read my blog lately? And I was like, no, Ted, like I really only read it because I was like excited to get here. I haven't read it in a couple months, I'm sorry. I'll get to it. He goes, I put you on there. I put you on my blog. And I was like, it was like a dream. Like I was so excited. I was so excited. And he had taken some pictures that day that I'd never asked him for because it was too cool. And so I finally go and look at it. And there's these like horrible pictures of me where I'm super pale and like swimsuit top and like I had not lost any of my mainland weight and like it was just a real struggle. And I'm like in a coconut field like this, like who does that? What? So and I'm so excited and I'm reading through it and there's pictures of me and I'm like and then it's like above pictured is Tyler from Cincinnati who used to sell opera tickets. I sold tickets to rock concerts, to theater performances, to a couple of like kindergarten shows, literally 0 operas. But like points for trying, at least it's tickets. And I was kind of hurt by it, and then I was just like overwhelmed by joy at being on Chef Ted's blog. And I was marinating on this today. I was telling this story because you should all know about me that I literally never plan these. Like I just get up and words happen. And I was thinking, oh, I could tell that story. And I've been thinking about it for a couple hours, and it's just amazing that whether I was Lucy or I was Tyler from St. Louis or Cincinnati, or Parmesan cheese, or literally any other iteration, like I'm just so glad to have met all of my celebrities, but especially Chef Ted. Yeah.